and we're just going to power through it. So I'm starting this live like basically 20 minutes late now at this point. I have been working on this all day. Not all day. Oh my gosh. My brain is just mush right now because of the last 20 minutes. So I thought I was streaming. Everything said I was streaming. I even got a like on the video. I thought things were fine. And then all of a sudden they weren't. And also the internet here is apparently not good enough for me to live stream. So this is giving me a little bit of a headache and concerning me about my future travels because the internet's going to be different everywhere I go and it's going to make live streaming more challenging. That being said, hi, hello. If you end up tuning in, please, oh my gosh, I feel like I just want to start over. This is such a mess. I feel like looking at this video for the last, it's only been running for 3 minutes and 45 seconds. It's just the aftermath. Like it was 20 minutes of nothing working. And it was all being recorded and I was just laughing. But now, there's a point where you just have to laugh when things go wrong. But then you laugh to the point you're like crying. And that's sort of how I feel right now. It's gone wrong for too long. And now I'm having connection issues and I don't even know. I don't know what to do. I guess I'm just going to power through and I'll post the replay later and hopefully that doesn't have as bad of a connection. I hope. I think because it's like recording on my computer that there won't be an issue. So what I've done the last 20 minutes, oh gosh. Basically I decided that I want to work on developing better morning routines and nighttime routines because I always try to track my habits and it used to work for me, habit tracking. It doesn't really motivate me that much anymore. But, excuse me, sorry, I had to yawn. It's getting late here. But it hasn't been working for me that much lately. But what I do want to do is I'm just realizing like I have a crazy schedule and I don't have enough time for anything that I want to do. And so I'm still in my head dwelling on how awful all of these videos started. Hi, May. Thank you for joining. It's been a really rough last 22 minutes, so I'm still kind of winding down from that, but thank you so much for joining. So I am working on a few different habits, and I figured the best way for me to incorporate them is to work them into a morning routine or a nighttime routine because daytime is just crazy. It's always crazy. Things come up. Life happens. And so I just feel like the best time where you have a little bit of solitude, if you want to actually start building up some new habits, I think the best time is either in the morning or at night. So I think I'm going to do a little habit tracker, more like a routine tracker on this side. And then there was something that I did back in, I think it was April. Let's take a look. And it was this to-do, doing, and done thing for me to just move my tasks around. And that's something that I want to make sure that I use this month because I'm feeling quite overwhelmed. I just feel like I have too many things going on, and that means that I'm likely going to use a lot of brain dump space in my daily plan with me. Spoiler alert. But as far as February, I was going to show you guys this. February, if you remember, we did this Eisenhower matrix, and this is another way that when I'm feeling overwhelmed and I need to prioritize, I use this tool. It's one of my favorites. So I was either going to use this one in this layout, or I was going to use that to do, doing, and done that I had showed you just before. Oops, come back. And I think I'm going to do the to do, doing, and done thing. And maybe I'll include an Eisenhower matrix in my daily. I just feel really bogged down by a bunch of like random things on my to-do list, and sometimes just figuring out how to prioritize and track the millions of things that I have going on is the best way for me to try and stay on top of everything. So also, this is pink, and I don't have anything pink that I want to include. Oh, I get it, May. I'm with you. When I don't have my planner like done and organized, it is so hard for me to stay on top of things. Unhinged is a great word. That's how I feel sometimes. So I want to make sure that I customize the color here, and I'm basically going to customize probably everything. So I'm just going to cover up all of it. And for this month, I am going to use my autumn color palette. I think I called it Autumn Shades because it's a little bit darker, but it's got a good autumn feel to it, these nice earthy tones. And so first, let's just cover everything up. So I'm going to come to my elements, and I have saved in my digital planning folder, not that one, that's my June freebies. Okay, this one, my digital planning folder. I have one that covers up all of these. I just need to make it bigger. All right, I think it needs to be a tiny bit bigger. Normally, I've saved them at the right size, but apparently I didn't do that with this one, so I have to adjust it. I should just save it, though. Okay, that looks good. And I am going to come back to these elements, and I also have a color changing folder, which is where I think I saved what I'm talking about. Let me check. It's this one. Did I not save it? Maybe I didn't save it. Okay, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I think maybe it was February too. So let's come back. And I want to say, let me see. Yeah, okay. This is, I believe, a color changing element. It might not be. I could be wrong. All right, so what I'm going to do is make sure I have everything turned on here. And I'm just going to, I guess I don't need most of this handwriting, but I do need all of this text. I'm going to get some things I don't want, but that's okay. I'm just going to copy these and come back to my sticker pack, or sorry, come back to my, where am I at? October. My brain is, it's literal mush today. Okay, so I'm going to paste this. Whoops. That was a lovely glitch, so I'm going to undo again. It's been a day. Now GoodNotes isn't working. Why? I don't know what to do. If I scroll to the next week and come back, no, it's just glitching. Okay, so I don't want to throw away this window though, because then I lose those colors. If you watched my last live stream, one of the things I mentioned is when you change the colors here, they only save in one window. So if you like throw away that window, or if you open a different window, those colors aren't going to be there, which is super sad. So let me just open up a different GoodNotes window. Wah, wah. This is not going as planned. Okay, so I've got the sticker pack one and my planner. September 30th. Okay, come back to October. Come back to this week. Why? I'm not happy. Okay. Whoa, that's something I'm doing with one of my students. I didn't mean to touch that. Okay, so that was handwriting. I'm going to make sure my stroke eraser is on, and I'm just going to erase the handwriting. That's unnecessary. And this green part is also handwriting. I don't actually, what I want to do is, I just want to erase all of this. I want to delete it. Why is that sticker not also being selected? Images? Okay. Delete. I'm going to move this element over. This got so messed up. This is such a bummer. This is usually what I would edit out of a video. But when I'm live and my iPad glitches, then nothing can be done. So I'm just going to delete that and turn on text boxes. And I'm also going to delete that. And now it won't delete. This is why. I turned on text boxes, didn't I? Did I not? What's going on? This is a horrible live stream, and I am hoping that anyone who watches this is just gonna laugh. Just laugh at the tragic mess that this is. Okay, I'm gonna grab my elements now that I've cleared all of that off here. I'm gonna bring this back to cover it up. Beautiful. I'm gonna tap and paste and move this here. And now I can get rid of the parts that I don't want. So I'm thinking, gonna grab my image tool here. And I don't want this. I don't want this. Obviously, I don't want these dates. Why? Why can't I select them? Oh no, GoodNotes is really not cooperating with me today. I think it's my iPad though. I don't know. Sometimes it's GoodNotes, but this is just, my iPad has this weird glitch where it's usually not this bad though. This is driving me crazy. All right, so I'm just gonna select these numbers and I'm gonna delete them. And then the only thing is this is actually like a block of, I think it's cropped from one of my stickers. So what I'll end up having to do is basically cover those up and then cut the text and then add the text back on top. So first, to start off, why don't we just go ahead and put in the colors for our hex codes. So I'm seeing now that I can minimize YouTube and I can use this program. I don't even know which live stream I talked about that in. I've tried like 3 or 4 since 8 o'clock. So anyway, let me go ahead and drop this color palette. I'm going to try not to dwell. I'm just going to move on. Okay, so I like to keep my black and my white. And then I am going to touch the blue one I have here, and I'm just going to hit edit and tap on it, and I'm going to add in the first hex code. So I left this for here, like, so I could do it now in case anyone wants to do it in real time. So I'm not kind of jumping ahead of where others are if no one has theirs saved yet. So I'm just going to go back and then come to this red that's next to it, hit edit, tap on that, and then change the hex code. It should be 3F8186. I'm going to come to the next one and edit it. And I don't know, oh, it's that one, okay. Sometimes the lighter ones are hard to find because the check mark blends in with them. So 96574B. Okay, and then we've got this sort of turquoisey color. It's very pretty. Oops. edit and then tap on it. And we have 645833. 645833. Return. Okay, so now those are saved. So that makes me happy. And I am going to remember to remove the hex codes now. They don't need to be up there anymore. Yay! So now with my lasso tool and handwriting selected, I'm going to select this and I'm just going to change the color. And I'm going to change it to one of these presets that I just made. So let's do this sort of like red color. That means I need to come back to my sticker pack. Oh no! And I need to go to my sticker page. So why don't I think the fastest way is just going to be for me to scroll through all of my stickers. This is my file where I create your guys' stickers. All right. At least where I create the sticker packs, not where I create the stickers. And then I'm just going to find another sticker in that red color. So let's just go ahead and take this sticky note. And we're going to come back to my planner, tap and paste. And then with the image tool, I'm going to select this and crop it and just make it a rectangle. And I'm just going to bring this over. And I'm seeing now that I need to move this handwriting over a bit. So I'm just gonna have handwriting only selected just for now. I'm just gonna nudge this just ever so slightly. Okay, and that looks good. And then coming back to my image tool, I'm just gonna line this up. And in this case, I think it's okay if you're a little bit over. You can get it exact if you want to, but basically if you're a little bit over, then you can just leave that there. On the other hand, you could just tap it and you could cut that one. Totally up to you. But I'm going to tap this and copy it one more time because I'm going to use it over there. But we're just going to stretch it long ways until it fits. And I'm just going to make sure that there's no edges there, and there's not. So I'm going to tap on that and tap the X, and then I'm going to tap and paste this one. And I don't know if anyone else noticed this, and I probably shouldn't point it out, but in my colored planners, one of these lines, it didn't get fixed, or it didn't get changed with each of the colors when I changed, like when I created my planner in a bunch of different color palettes. So I always find this and it drives me crazy. Sorry if you've ever noticed it. It really annoys me, but it's just one of those things. There's a lot of little details when it comes to making a planner, and every once in a while there's a little slip up. That is one of them. So anyway, I'm going to grab my image tool now and just going to stretch this one out. Make sure I cover up that little purple line that shouldn't be there. And that looks good. And now what I'm going to do is just turn on text boxes only. And then I'm going to select all of this and I'm going to cut and paste. So now it looks great. If anyone has any ideas for what to do for the heading, let me know. I definitely want to use the text, but I don't know about the rest of it, what I really want to do. So if you've got some ideas, feel free to put it in the comments. Let's see. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to come back to my sticker pack, and I guess since I do know what I want to do for the habits / the routine, I'm gonna start with that. So I think I'm gonna I always use my Monday start, and I think I'm gonna use both of these colors. Maybe I'll change my mind later. oops, I need to turn on images again. And we're just going to select both of these and copy them. And I'm going to bring them back to my planner. And I'm just going to eyeball these best to size them up. But basically I'm going to make them fill the space. And maybe I'll leave a gap in between them and I'll figure out some kind of cute way to decorate. Okay, so I actually think I want the one on top to be a little bit bigger than it is. I think that's a pretty good match. Now I'm going to grab this one and I'm just going to copy it again and I'm going to paste. And with my image tool, I'm just going to tap on this and crop it. And we're just going to crop down a little rectangle. You see me do this all the time. And I'm going to zoom in here and just size this to cover up the word habits. And I'm probably just gonna write morning and nighttime or morning and night. These are the places I'm gonna start tracking my routine. So I'm gonna copy this one and just do the same for this color. Oop, I like nearly dropped my Apple Pencil. Hi, Nicole. You're welcome for the font. I am so excited. I'm going to use it in this setup today. So hopefully you've got it installed on your iPad. If you don't know what Nicole's talking about, on Patreon, I posted, it's a freebie, so it's even available for the free tiers. So if anyone does want it, you can head over to my Patreon and you can catch it there. I'll try to put a link. I just realized that in the beginning of this live stream today, when things were going really, really badly, which I don't think anyone saw because I don't think it actually aired, but it was going so incredibly badly, and it said that it was working. It wasn't. Anyway, it was a giant disaster. And what was I getting at? Oh, and the font, and I had the fonts all linked up in the original, like, scheduled live stream. And then when nothing worked, I ended up losing all of that. So I am very sorry, but the current live stream does not have a description or a thumbnail or anything, which is so sad. So anyway, I'm just cropping a shape here out of the sticker so I can cover up the word habits. I'm just going to put that in place. And then, let's see, I also said I wanted to do the to-do, doing, and done thing. So I'm going to come back to my sticker pack and let's see. I don't know what colors to use for this. I'm thinking, maybe I'll use this thing again. I like this. I think it's a lot of fun. So I'm just going to copy it and I'm going to come back here and paste. I just feel like it fits the theme. I feel like if I use my like regular stickers, then I don't know, it takes some of the fun out of it. Okay, so I did this in my my monthly setup. So a little hack to make this longer instead of stretching it is just to copy it and then paste it and then grab your image tool and crop it. And I wonder if I can get away with just using 2 stickers here. I think I can. Yay! So I'm just going to line that up at the bottom. And then that one's good to go. And so I'll do my to-do, doing, and done here. It'll just help me to maintain all the tasks that I have to do throughout the week and just kind of lasso the handwriting only and move them. It is one of my favorite ways when I'm feeling overwhelmed, when I have a bunch of tasks on my list, for me to just list out the major projects that I'm working on and just move them as I go. So I'll do text there, text here, text here. I need to add in my numbers. So my sticker pack. How do I want to do this? Do I want to do something kind of fun? Like, I'm thinking, oh, these gems would be cute. These gems are sort of perfect. And I think I'm just gonna have to, I'll use either the font or the stickers. Decisions. Okay, so I'm just gonna size these up together. And of course, they're crooked now. It's okay. Okay, so I think I want them to be a little smaller. I think that's a good size. If I zoom in, it does in fact cover up the numbers that are there. And you can sort of see through them even if I make them really small, because the lines here are transparent, but as long as you don't have it like out of line, you shouldn't be able to see the text there. So I'm going to move these here. And then I need to, I think I want the red one, since the calendar is in red, I want to move that to the center one so there's only one of that color, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to paste this and put these in line. So I think I'm trying to be proactive, thinking about the future and what my problems will be like. So one of the easiest things to do would be to just write in here, write the dates. But if you do want to use the fun characters, I would say, sorry, that's the wrong thing. I would say using these stickers is going to actually make it more difficult, because one, you don't have any control over the color. So if something's not showing up very well, like especially if I were to put this one over top of the gem that's a similar color, you might have well, maybe it won't be so bad, but you might have a little bit of a difficult time. But even if that's not the case, I think with GoodNotes, especially when it comes to layering stickers, you might end up having a lot of trouble, because sometimes you can't like click around and things just don't work. So I would say, yeah, it's probably best to use the font. So the font is downloadable from Patreon, and it is available for all tiers. So whether you pay for a tier or whether it's free, you can just download it from there. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and grab my text tool, and I want to see if it did download. I downloaded it yesterday, and I named this one Midnight Magic. So there it is. Ooh, it's so fun. Okay, so I'm going to tap here, tap midnight, or type, oh wait, not Midnight Magic. Type morning. Goodness. Tap here and type night. Oh no, my default text is my cheeky collegian, because I use it so much. So instead what I'm going to do is just turn on text boxes only. And I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it. And I think I'm going to do these in white, because these like bubbles and stuff are all in white. So just for consistency. So I'm going to tap here after I've lassoed them and tap color, and then just find white. Okay, and then I think that I want to kind of do a similar thing for October. So I'm just going to paste this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my text box tool here. And I'm going to change the color. For now, let's just do white. And then I want to adjust the text box styles. So I'm going to make it like square. But I want to change the color. So if you go to the Advanced tab, you can change the background color. And I will need to pull up my hex codes one more time. So I'll put them on the screen. And I think I want this one to be in the green. So that is 64583. Okay, and then here you can also adjust the corner if you want it to be like a rounder corner, which I want it to be quite square. You can also adjust the padding. So if you look, it gets like lesser around the outside, basically. It's kind of like the border space before a border. But I want it to be a little bit bigger because basically down here, you can't adjust, in GoodNotes, you can't adjust the specific sides. So there are some programs or on websites where you can like change the padding of the left, the right, the top, the bottom. And I would prefer really to fix the bottom a little bit, but that's okay. If you are bothered about it, it comes down a lot because of this descending piece of the R. But if you are really bothered about it, you can just take a background color element and you can just kind of cover up a little piece of that, and then it'll be fine. You can also play around with shadows. So if I add on that shadow, that's kind of fun. It does show up on camera. Okay, good. And I could add in a border or something if I wanted to. But what I'm going to do is type in October. And I'm going to do this in all caps. I don't really know why. I just want to. And then I'm going to triple tap this, and I'm just going to make sure it's center aligned. Okay. So now I'm just going to bring this up here. And I can decide if I want it to be bigger. So I think I do. So just making sure text boxes is on, which I knew that. I'm just going to resize this until it's basically the size here of the days of the week. This little mini calendar. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I increase the padding here and then add in the text for the days of the week? I think that might be what I do. So instead, I'm just going to hit the undo button. I'm going to come back to my text tool and I'm going to tap on here. You can hear the pitter-patter of the doggy paws. Okay, finally, it's working. I'm going to tap on the text box style here, and I am going to increase the padding, like quite a bit. Okay, the max it'll go is 20. So then I'm just going to lasso and resize until it's big enough to cover this edge. And it went crooked. GoodNotes, fix this problem. Okay, I think that's straight enough. So now I'm just going to add in another one of those text boxes. So I'm actually going to paste, and we're going to grab the text tool and triple tap. Oh no. Here, tap on it once and then you can triple tap, and I can just do the days of the week. So this starts with Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I'm going to triple tap these and change the color to white. And I'm just going to bring it over here. And I think I want it smaller, so I'm going to make it smaller. But then I'm just going to go in and add the spacing. So with my text tool, I'm going to tap here and maybe just add in one extra space. I wish you could adjust the kerning in GoodNotes, but that is not a feature. And yes, so the text box still extends off to the side here. And actually that worked out really well. It fits in there nicely. So I'm just gonna let go, tap off. And I think that's all right. Oh, and I almost forgot, time to remove. There's too much to do at once when I'm trying to live stream. Okay, we'll remove those colors now. Okay, now I need to add in the text here. So I think the best option here is to use the text. And Monday was the 9th. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to triple tap this and make sure it's center aligned, just because I think that will help me later on. And then I'm going to put it over here. And what I want to do is I actually want to first tap on this. And I'm going to imagine, I don't know, probably what? I would say like 23 is probably like one of the wider number options. So what I want to do is put that in there and then size it to fit. This way, at no point during the month will I have to worry about resizing these. I'm just going to know that they fit. And so, knowing that, this is apparently a pen mark. I didn't realize. Okay. I am going to select this also, and I'm going to change the color. And let's see. How does this show up? It shows up fine. I think I am going to keep, no, I don't know. I think it's, let's keep it white. All right, and now I'm gonna tap on here with my text tool, and I'm just gonna write 9. And I'm just going to copy this and then paste it and add in the numbers. This is the part of live streaming that I wish I could just kind of fast forward. Like if I had something to talk about all the time, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Which seems kind of funny coming from me, because anyone who knows me knows that I talk too much. I'm an oversharer. I love to talk. And I have a horrible memory, so those things go really well together. Basically, I forget what I'm saying all the time. I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea for me to do live streams. Let's see. I keep forgetting when I want to edit with the text tool that I need to double tap. And so I just keep tapping the screen and I'm like, why? Why aren't you working? What's the problem? I think this is going to be really cute though. It's a little bit of work to do each week, but it's not too bad. There's still some scribbles down here from earlier. Do you guys prefer using the scribble tool with your Apple Pencil or not? Ooh. Told you, it's very glitchy. I think it's just my iPad. I didn't used to have these many problems when I had my first iPad, but I have them all the time with this one. That's what I meant by the scribble tool, in case you weren't sure. I don't prefer using it that way. I feel like if I'm going to use text, I would just rather type. Okay, and then 15. I should double check these dates and make sure I got them right. Text. Double tap. And then just make sure it's center. Okay, and I am going to grab my eraser and get rid of that at the bottom. I don't need that. Okay, so Sunday should be the 15th. Is that right? Yes, beautiful. Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out what it is that I want to do for my heading. I think maybe something with the gems, because I've got the gems down here. But I don't know. Let's take a look at the stickers and see. Should I just do a more like, yeah, maybe with, I'm thinking a very witchy vibe. I could do what I did last time with the spider washi tape and just do it with the gems. Or maybe I could use those. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do for the decor. I should go in and add in my to-do, doing, and done now that I still have text here. That's a smart idea. So let me do that really quickly. And to do, let's capitalize each word. And let's change the size of this a little bit bigger. 38 is good. And I want to change the color to this, the same color as like the wooden border here. So we're gonna do to do, and we're gonna copy this and paste it. Oh no, why did it do, why is it in white? I thought I was saving myself a step. Okay, doing. And yeah, if you try to use the color from here, it's not going to use your presets. So you can just lasso it and tap color, and then you have access to your presets. And then I'm going to copy this and paste it, and let's try. Yay, this time. I must have done something slightly out of order last time. It happens. Okay. To do, doing, and done. So I think I want these a tiny bit bigger. I'm just going to resize them all together. And then I can just kind of move them, center them, and try to space them somewhat evenly. Okay, I think that'll do. I feel like I need some gems. Thank you, Nicole. I really like the font as well. I mean, I enjoy making fonts, but I usually just do handwritten ones. So doing something a little more creative, having some fun with this sort of spooky font was a really good time. Let's see. I'm glad that you like it. I'm gonna come back to my sticker pack and I want to grab, I feel like I want to grab a ton of these and just kind of start decorating. Okay, let's see. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out on the page because I don't really know what I want to do. I don't usually do this. Of course, I didn't turn on images. Who caught that before me? Did any of you realize before I did this? I was gonna make that mistake. I'm also accidentally grabbing that one too. It's fine. I'm probably going to regret putting all of these on this page, but that's okay. It'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to delete that because I obviously don't need that one. So I'm going to grab my image tool and I'm going to move the washi tape. I might end up using this somewhere. And then, let's see. I do like these books, but I use them in the daily. So if you have any ideas, if anyone here has any ideas, anything you want. Actually, I think right now at this moment, it's just Nicole. We've had people kind of popping in and out. Oh, I don't know what to do. I really like these moths. I definitely want to use them. And I'm going to write October up here in the text for sure. But I was thinking it could be fun to try to... I was originally thinking maybe I could like use the potion bottles and put the letters in there. But I'm not sure that I'm going to like that. Maybe I just need to use the text and just decorate around it. I just want to think of a few things before I decide to go for it. I think that might be what I do though. So I'm going to take these candles here and I'm going to bring them down to an area they have some space. I'm just going to resize them and make them, I guess I can't make them too big, but I want them to fit here. So I guess that's a good height. And I'm just going to copy these. And I'm going to place them. Guess I'll just place them around. I was trying to figure out if I want to like stagger them a little bit, but I'm not sure. I think they would be cooler that way, but I just don't know how well it's gonna actually go. Maybe three is good. And then I'll paste these again. And then I'll make sure I use the green since I didn't use the green before. And I don't need to use the red because the red is right below it. Move that one up and this one down. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe it'll come together as I start to put more things around. Let's add the title. So I'm going to change it to Midnight Magic and write October. And let's triple tap and make the size pretty big. And I probably will do, as you guys have seen me do so many times before, I like to space out the letters. I don't know, the spacing might be too big. Am I gonna regret this? I could also, like, oh my gosh, no. I could also try to grab the space. I can't believe it won't let me grab the space. Noted. One thing I wish that you could do in GoodNotes, I feel like I should make a video about my biggest complaints about GoodNotes. But one thing that I wish GoodNotes could do is I wish you could tap and type in the text number instead of like just scrolling. So, okay, we're gonna remember 80. I'm gonna just go through and I'm going to highlight and move these down to 80, just the spaces. Because I think that the space is too big. Which is my fault because I could have changed that when I was creating the font, but I didn't do like a detailed font, and I didn't do it in my like professional font programs. I just did it in a fun, cheap one because it's a freebie and I didn't want to spend all the time that I usually spend. What am I doing? Oh, changing the font size. Multitasking can be hard sometimes. And so, yeah, I probably could have fixed that and made it so I didn't have to do all this, but I didn't know that this was going to happen. I didn't know I was going to be trying to change the spacing sizes just to space out the letters. Okay, one more. Okay, so with text boxes selected, gonna undo that. With text boxes only selected, let's go ahead and change the color of this. Let's change it to this blue. The blue or the green? Oh, I don't know. I have so many conflicting ideas in my head right now. I should have planned this better. Okay, I made it a little smaller. I really love these eyeballs. I feel like I want to sprinkle them around. I think that I don't want to put these candles here. So if you ever have that issue, you've held on too long. I also, when they're like thin like this and you don't have a whole lot of space, I try to make sure I'm grabbing somewhere that's like midway in between the arrows so that you don't run the risk of resizing them like I did the very first time. Instead of moving them, it'll just like squeeze them. Okay, I'm just putting these over here in case I decide I want to use them later. I'm thinking the bats. I think bats are a good idea. I want a little spookiness. Oh, this reminds me, last year I had the best stickers, the best bat stickers. I did all like Halloween stuff last year, so I didn't want to make it the same, basically. You know, you gotta have a little bit of variety, right? Let's do one more. Let's grab my image tool, tap on this, and I'm gonna do a small one so it looks like it's kind of like fading into the background maybe, or that it's further away. Maybe. I made some really cool bat stickers last year though. I don't love that. Okay, I think I will put some stars around there as well. So I am just going to copy these. Well, if I turn my images on, now I'll copy these. And I will paste them. And I'm just going to, I think, just place them sort of all around. Just kind of, I don't know, see what looks good. You can resize them a little if you want. Make some of them a little bit bigger. And I don't know, I think I want one more of these like thin ones. Like that. It doesn't show up super well on screen, but I think it looks pretty cute to me. Oops, not the moth. I do really like the moths. I don't know if I want to like maybe just put one down in the corner. Grab my image tool. I just think they're super cute. So maybe I'll put one down in this corner and another one up here in this corner. Yeah, that's why I like the stickers so much, because you can just kind of do whatever you want with them. And they're so fun. I was thinking, I don't know, maybe should we do the potions? I have no potions like anywhere. Moths and the moon and star. How long ago did you send that? Oh no, Blue. Oh, wait, Nicole, have you, I feel like these are all of the things that I've done. Were we just on the same wavelength and your messages just came in? Yes, I think so. I love that. Oh, I didn't say, I was thinking moon and star, but I didn't put the moon there. It's okay. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's my connection. It keeps saying people are like leaving and coming back, but it might just be my connection. So I'm really sorry if it's laggy. Nicole, you weren't here at the beginning. I definitely had an issue with the internet for like 20 minutes. It wasn't even the internet. It was just live streaming. It was a nightmare. So bad. So I hope that doesn't happen ever again. I did not enjoy that. Now to fill this space. What should I do? I think I want to put some gems like around over here. I also feel like this doing needs to be moved over. Let's see. I could put like a book, or I could put some books, or I don't know. We are kind of going with like a witchier vibe, so maybe I just try to focus more on. Like I said, this is a witchier vibe. It's not that much witchier, but it's got the gems. Do I want this? Maybe I just put this somewhere. I think it'd be cute. I'll just put it down in the corner. And maybe I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to crop this one. And I'm going to crop it to like this section. So I'm just taking off 3 of these books. And I'm going to put these here. And I'm going to put maybe like a, oops, I didn't mean to squish that guy. See, that's what I'm talking about. If I grab this corner here, it's fine. I think I might do like a skull. I'm just gonna play around with stickers. Sometimes you need to zoom in when the stickers are small like this. And I'm gonna try to make like a skull and crossbones kind of look, if I can. I was sort of hoping that this would be able to happen, but I never tested it out when I was designing the stickers, so I'm just gonna copy this now and paste it. Yeah, that's cute. It feels a little bit out of place, but it's cute. I mean, it works, you know, sizing wise. Thanks, Nicole. You're so sweet, so understanding. Yeah, I will say going live is difficult. It's more challenging than I expected it to be. And I think for different reasons. Like, I thought the technical aspect of it would be the easy part, but it's not. It's been crazy. I don't know if I want this there, but I do like this concept of putting these together. I'm going to move these over for now. Oops. I do just want like, I don't know, I think I want a sort of like a shelf. Ooh, okay, let's do what I did before with the books. But copy and paste and oops, grab my image tool, crop, and let's take I like the snake. Did I use the snake the last time? I got a snake book. I'm gonna paste that and I'm gonna grab, let's see, crop, and let's grab the moons book. I probably could have just cropped these together. That's okay, because now I can make sure they're like center. Anyway, I like to kind of make a little stand. I'm stacking my books and I can put things on them. So let's put this skull on top. It's kind of funny. I just don't want to use the same skull I used the last time. And I think I will delete this. And I'll put some potions here. Maybe not too big. That one and this one. Another thing you could do that would be kind of fun, and maybe I'll do it in another one, I'm not quite sure, but you could take a copy of this and you could paste it, and then you can take your image tool, tap on this and crop it, and then come to freehand, and you could just basically just crop out the cauldron. Now, it's like very rough there, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit done. I'm going to tap on this again and I'm going to crop it, and now it's going to sort of zoom in so it's easier for me to crop what I want to. Okay, and hit done. And then what you could do, you could kind of play around, maybe a little bit, maybe not too much because it'll warp it and make it look kind of funny, but you could add this to like one of your little potion bottles. And then you could also like crop out the lid of a potion bottle or something, and that's kind of fun. I can't tell if it looks like magic potion or if it looks like an odor. I think it looks like a potion. But you could also add in cute little stars too, and that could be a cute little addition that would make it look more magical. Oops. Didn't want to delete that one. Just wanted to copy it and kind of show you. You can, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. You can just paste it. And I can paste another one. And that definitely looks a lot more magical. Oh, it's cute. I like that. I want to move that over here. Okay, what I'm going to do, I think, is, should I get rid of my skull? I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to move this and just resize it a little bit. Put that there, and then I think, let's see, I'm just gonna take, I really like this one so much. I like the coffin. But I like this one because it has a gem on top. This is the problem. I can never make up my mind. Maybe they just need to be smaller. They're just too big. But then I feel like maybe I need a bigger one. Let's just kind of layer them a little bit too. That's a smarter idea. That'll look nice. Maybe not all of them. Ooh, I want to put one of these eyeballs. Copy. And paste it onto, I think, the bottle. And I'm just going to have to paste this picture back on top. Now I'm just kind of fine-tuning things. Fine-tuning things? My goodness. It can be difficult to speak sometimes. And maybe I'll do a magic ball. Crystal ball. What? I told you, my brain is really not working. I'm having so many problems. I was so ready for this too. I was like, this is gonna be an amazing live stream. Oh, good. I'm glad that you think it's cute, Nicole. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, this is gonna be an amazing live stream. My brain is like ready for this. My equipment is ready for this. Everything's set up. I'm ready to go. I painted my nails. Like I was ready. And it just, it went so badly. It just threw off the entire day. Well, the entire live stream. I don't know. I feel I'm mostly done, but I just kind of feel like something is missing. Something's not right. So maybe, I don't think that I like that very much. I haven't said I just don't know. Also, sorry about the background noise if you're hearing it. I'm house sitting in the place that has the best internet connection, which has not been the best. Is the one room that has like a bar and a refrigerator and an ice maker, and so it's just really loud. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. Maybe make this smaller. I'm really almost done, I promise. This live stream has been 1 hour and 9 minutes, plus the 20 minutes that I spent before trying to get things figured out. It's a bit long. Okay, let's put our little raven in here and see how the raven looks inside the cage. I think I'm just gonna cut this and paste it on top so the birdie's actually in the cage. But you could put so many things inside of here. You could like fill it with the moths. You could fill it with, I mean, the spiders would just crawl their way out, but sorry about the puppy. You could fill it with the bats. That would be kind of fun. Okay, I'm gonna start deleting things. So, delete that. I think just delete maybe all of this. I don't really know. This is not what I expected to happen, but this is what I did. Oh no. How did I get? I'm just gonna turn on images only because that's text. We're just gonna delete, 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 delete. You could add little spiders like randomly anywhere. Actually, maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna leave one little spider that I can just... Why? Tell me why. Did I not just... Oh no. Oh. How embarrassing. Okay. We're gonna do this again. And I'm just gonna leave one little spider. La 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 la. And okay, finally. I'm gonna put the spider maybe on top of that. Top of the crystal ball. And I'm just gonna rotate it a little bit. Put it right there. I hate spiders, but they are a fun touch, and you can just decorate them. You can like put them anywhere you want. All right, I can get rid of these candles. And I guess I'm getting rid of the skull and crossbones, but I do like it. Why? Okay, now it's working. I just don't have a place for it, unfortunately. You could add in more stars here or gems or something if you want to fill the space a little bit more, but I think this is good enough. Actually, okay. There's also something to be said about like taking a step back when you're working on your planners, because close up, I feel like there's still so much that I would want to like maybe change. But now when I look over at like the live stream screen, I think this is pretty cute. I think it looks good. I think these stickers are a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys have fun playing around with them. And oh my gosh, one thing I have to change. Wow. This needs to say night. Why does it still say morning? Why did I do that? Ay, ay, ay. And I want that to be a capital N. So I did this because I want to make, instead of using this as a habit tracker, I want it to be my routine tracker. So we're going to do like a nighttime routine and a morning routine tracker. Nicole, I don't know if there's a lag or if we're just on the same wavelength, but our brains have been in sync tonight. Yeah, there shouldn't be two morning trackers. There should be a morning and a night tracker. So the whole point, yeah, is basically it's not a tracker for my habits, but sort of. I'm gonna use it for my routine. So like if I don't snooze in the morning, or if I wake up at a certain time, basically I'm gonna put all the steps to my like morning routine, if I've or my nighttime routine, if I like packed my lunch for the next day at night, if I did yoga in the morning or whatever, whatever the things are. I do have like a whole list of things I've been trying to work on that I wanted to add into my routines, and I've been wanting to track them because it's just more motivating. And I think that using this habit tracker in place of a habit tracker and just using it as a routine tracker might work. So we're going to give it a shot. That's why I did it that way. So, thanks for, again, keeping me on my toes. I love having this community because people actually reply and they're like, hey, what's going on here? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have no idea. Let me fix it. So I appreciate it so much. I think that's where I'm going to finish today's live. It's been quite long. And like I said, I was on here for an extra 20 minutes prior to this because it was just a disaster. The one that was scheduled was just a mess. So I'm going to have to go back in now and add a thumbnail and a description for this one. And basically redo all the planning work that I did last night. Super fun. But yep, that's where I'm going to leave this. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.